and Michelle from the Fort St. John and District Palliative Care Society. Good morning, Norbert.
Good morning.
And good morning to you, Michelle, who's joining us via video this morning.
Good morning, Deb.
So I've had you on lots to talk a bit about the society, but I mean, there's always new people in town, maybe haven't heard of you. Let's start with you, Michelle. Tell us a bit about what the Palliative Care Society is, and even a bit about what palliative care is for people who don't know.
Absolutely, yeah. Palliative care, I feel, is, especially now with our society, is so much more than about death and dying. We are really a great group of compassionate volunteers that have many roles in our society. Our society has grown so much since COVID, and since then we have really expanded all of our essential services, and some of those things involve, requiring volunteers for events such as the fall fair or the trade show, and some are, we're devoted to our essential services such as the hospital bed program and the grief support group. And then we have our great group of volunteers who are trained to sit with people who are, at the end of life. And right now, honestly, since COVID, things have just grown so much in our society, and we are really struggling to keep up with the demands, and we are really looking out to our community for help in asking volunteers to come forward. And this actually, we're really excited because our spring training is coming up, and we are actually training our new volunteers come April the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. Mm-hmm. And we will be doing that at the college. And it is such a great training program, and it's something you can use to come and help with the Palliative Care Society, or actually just use in life itself.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is there still time for people to say, I think I could help out. I wouldn't mind to get in this training. Is there still time for that, or is this kind of, we're looking ahead to the next round of training?
No, we are open to as many people who are wanting to come in, right up until an hour before, if you just feel the need to come. And really the first part of the training is really just an introduction to palliative care and who we are and what we do. So, I mean, even if you just want to come for the first part and say, okay, I'm good there, or if you want to stay and for Saturday and Sunday and go through the intensive training that we give our volunteers to be able to be with people who are at the end stage of life.
All right. Well, we'll give more contact information like phone numbers and whatnot kind of at the end of this. So, but that, again, quickly, that training is coming up when, Michelle?
It is April the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. So it's Friday evening, Saturday, and Sunday. And we used to do it, on a 6-week period, but we decided to condense it into one weekend and, get those people trained and ready to go as soon as we can.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I first want to apologize to you, Norbert, because I forgot you wouldn't be able to hear Michelle without headphones. So my apologies to that. We did want to talk about a couple things with you, of course. Advanced care planning is one of the things that you do at the society. So tell us a bit about that and how you can help people with that, going through that process, I suppose.
Yeah, and a process is actually a very good description of it. Advanced care planning, the concept behind it is it becomes the voice that speaks for you when you can no longer speak for yourself. It talks about a lot of different things, but mostly the idea is that it focuses on medical wishes, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
There are scenarios that happen, and unfortunately far too much, where people have a stroke, for example, and can no longer say what they want. And advanced care planning will allow you to talk about things that you want, like what kind of quality of life questions and situation or scenarios you have. Who's able to speak for you on your behalf, or even, and most importantly, most probably in the medical sense, guide the medical staff on what levels of treatment you want, in terms of do everything for me, do nothing for me, keep me comfortable, those kinds of things, right? And so it's a really good process to go through, because it takes away the doubt that people around you who love you, who care for you, who support you, can only guess at. And so, by doing that, you really are making your wishes known, and that's a fairly important process. We're offering a 2-workshop session for advanced care planning coming up in April and May. The first one will be on April 16th. It's going to be 6:30 at the college. We don't know about the room yet, so please contact the Palliative Care Society for that information. And the second one will be on May 21st, again, 6:30 at the college. The idea behind that is we will go through this whole thing from a medical point of view and look at what it is that we can create so that you have something that speaks for you on your behalf. The BC government puts out a document called My Voice. Others might know of it by a term that's more used in Alberta called green sleeve, right? But basically it's a document that your doctor would look at and say, okay, this is what I can do, this is what they want, that kind of thing.
Okay. So you mentioned the dates again. We'll get some contact info to you at the end of this interview. You also offer grief support groups.
We do, yeah. We right now we're running, it's called a peer grief support group, and we have a small but dedicated group that show up every week. It's on Thursdays at 6:30 in Northern Light College. It's in the Trades Building in room 151. And walk-ins are welcome at any time. It's a bit of a scary thought, coming to talk about, grief, and because you've lost somebody, right? And often there's a picture that all people do is sit around and cry kind of thing, and it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's people who are going through similar experiences, reaching out to each other, supporting each other, and helping through one of the tougher times that we experience in our lives.
Yeah. And we've talked about this before. I think it's important to note, wherever you are in your sort of grieving process, whether you want to come and talk or even you just want to come and listen, you're welcome. You're welcome to do that.
Absolutely.
And it will help you.
Absolutely. Yes. Just knowing somebody else is in a similar place is comforting is most probably the wrong word, but it's nice to know that you're not alone.
Makes you feel less lonely.
Yeah.
Okay. And then one final thing, of course, if you want more information, you want to meet some of the people at the Palliative Care Society, you're going to be at the trade show.
We are. Yeah. And actually, I'll let Michelle talk about this because she has more. But yeah, we will have a booth at the trade show.
Okay. To you, Michelle.
Yes, we are going to be at the trade show. And if you are interested, even just to stop by our booth and pick up a pamphlet, we have one of those barcodes that you can scan, and it'll give you all of our calendar and events and such. So, yeah, we are going to be there with the big smiles on, and we would love to see you. Other than that, if you are interested in anything, whether it's just to come in and just help us out with an event, or be on the board or whatever, we are looking for every type of volunteer, whatever gift you may bring. You can call the office and talk to Michelle. Our phone number at the office is 250-787-2814. And our website is FSJ Cares, because we really do care. So, yes, we would love to hear from you. And,
Wonderful.
I think that's it, Doug.
I will make sure also that the Facebook page is tagged in the post if you happen to be watching this on the Moose FM Facebook
That would
page
be awesome.
right now. Norbert, Michelle, always lovely to talk to both of you. Thank you so much for being here today to talk about the Palliative Care Society.
Thank you very
Thanks
much
so
for
much,
your time
Doug.
and opportunity.
Absolutely.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and in Dawson Creek at 104.